¿Qué onda? Vamos con todo. Ya el lunes. Bueno, no con todo. Es que he tenido un día bien pinche. Pero ya me bañé. Espero que con esto ya me haya recuperado. Me bañé. Bueno, ya me he hecho 2 baños, pero como aquí está bien caliente, bien bochornoso. Entonces necesitas que bañarte unas 3 veces. Lo bueno es que hay agua. Ya hay agua, entonces esto es lo chido de ahorita, de cómo está. Este, Los zancudos pues están atacando, pero bueno, ya estoy usando esto. Tuve que ponerle como que una... Es un redolito. Nada más que lo puse aquí para que cayera la ceniza aquí. Pues nada, esto es de acero. Entonces ya con eso espero que aleje a los pinches zancudos. Y bueno, pues ahorita vamos a darle un poquito a los pilares de la tierra que me quedé bien picado. Hemos estado jugando Resident Evil. Le puse un poco de pausa a Fallout. Pero bueno, espero retomarlo. Yo creo que esta semana ya retomo a Fallout desde el jueves. Y los domingos van a ser de Resident Evil. Y de lunes a miércoles un juego pues, más tranqui, ¿no? Un RPG más que nada de lo que quiero, pero de repente un retro por ahí. O algo tipo Metroidvania también se puede meter. Entonces, pues nada, vamos a darle amigos. Vamos directo al juego. A ver. Lo chido, me quedé que llegamos al capítulo o al libro 2. Yo creí que nada más había uno y dije, ya valió ver. Pero no, está el 2 y el 3 por madre. Entonces podemos seguir. Estaría chido que hubiera como un preview de qué es lo que llevas, ¿no? Que hubiera como que esa opción en los juegos y no entraras así directo. Pero bueno, nos quedamos en que tenemos que localizar a Richard. Vamos a ver. Estamos haciendo, bueno, estábamos haciendo la catedral con otro personaje. Aquí estoy con ella. Es una princesa y está buscando a su hermano, creo. Vamos a ver. Vamos a buscar a Richard.
I know them.
This is all such nonsense. Maud as queen. What was the old man thinking?
I believe he just got too comfortable with King Henry.
Ok, ahí están
That
criticando
old
al
man
rey.
had quite a bit of fight in him, I heard. They whipped him for days.
O bueno, el
And
papá
when it
de
was over,
ella.
he just asked for a mug of wine. Didn't beg, but asked, "Hurry up, I'm thirsty." Like it was some kind of feast or something.
Lo acaban
Makes you wish
de,
he was still on our side. What a shame.
lo acaban de ejecutar, ¿no? Al papá.
On our way here, we had to stay at an inn. They made us eat peasant food.
Gruel?
Not a pinch of meat.
Isn't there a law against that?
Debería haber una ley. Entonces, bueno, vamos a ver dónde está el pinche Richard.
You heard me, now move along.
Get out of my way, God. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
But the poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
What are you saying?
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter. If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
No
How
lo
do
han
we get there?
ejecutado. Yo creo que ya
Go
se lo
left
habían
before the
echado.
gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets.
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive. Now, clear the way. There are people who want to see the king.
Okay.
I I could
No,
have done
pero
this on my
todavía hay
own.
Just
hay
like
una
you could have run
esperanza.
away on your own without telling me anything.
Hush, Ali. The people are watching us.
¿Cómo está tu oreja?
How's your ear?
It's pounding like a drum. I'm sorry. I thought I could talk to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please, don't be cross.
No pasa nada, güey. Solo querías ayudar. Un gusto tierno.
It's all right.
No pasa nada.
You were just trying to help. Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Shall we go and see Father now?
Yes.
Han encerrado a padre en el calabozo, tenemos que ir a ver. Sí, es que yo me quedé en que ya le iban a matar. Entonces, yo creí que ya lo habían matado, pero no. Vamos a ir a buscarlo. Calabozo.
Nah, he's not fighting.
Nah.
Not if you've lost. Thought he knew better than the king and paid for it.
They're talking about Father.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay that way.
I hope so too, but, you know, nowadays good food is just so hard to come by.
Con una lanita. Wow.
Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
Your ear. You should take better care of yourself.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So come on.
Okay. Vamos a hablar con el carcelero.
Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're
¿Por qué tiene
we're
tanto
here to
pelo?
see our father. He is the Earl of Shiring.
Is he?
Digo,
Look like just plain
tengo
Bartholomew
pelo,
to
pero
me.
de todo
So
pelo
he's
hay.
here.
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
Dale. ¿Quién era esa mujer? A ver.
Who was that woman?
That'll be 2 pennies.
What?
Ah, gotcha. That's Meg. Her husband tried to trick a fellow merchant out of his purse. Wasn't good at it. Now he's lost everything.
Then where did she get all her coin?
She took over his business, works as a merchant at the market. Funny that she still cares so much for him. I wouldn't.
Bueno, traeré un peñique. No creo que nos deje. Vamos a ver qué dice.
Please, let us see him now.
Sorry, can't make an exception. Each time someone wants to see someone, they have to pay. That's the rules.
But they're your rules.
Right, but that doesn't make them any less rulesy, does it? Must have been dozens so far, each one slipping me a penny. If I let you in for free, the others might think I treated them unevenly, that I am an unjust man. Can't have them think that, can I?
Tiene muy buenos diálogos este juego.
I'll get a penny, and I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But won't you let us see him now, just for a few moments?
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
Okay.
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man. I'm the son of an earl.
Not anymore. You heard what the jailer said. We're no better than anyone else now.
Trabajale, güey.
32, 33, 34. Are you sure this is right?
Don't patronise me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
See? You've nothing to worry about. Your business will be in good hands.
Let me see yesterday's list again.
All right.
Hablas con ella.
Excuse me, mistress.
Oh, I've seen you before. You're going to see someone in the jail, right? It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
¿Nos prestas dinero?
Could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father,
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
and the jailer won't let us see him until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be 2 pennies at least.
What are you saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see Father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Sorry, but no.
Oh, what were you doing at the jail? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
You know, my husband is a prisoner as well. He used to run this business, but he was caught selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business in this man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I'll give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces inside. Do you know how to count?
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, we know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
Thank you so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
1, 6, 9,
Debe haber unos escondidos.
13, 14, 20. All right, I got it. I'll tell you when you're done.
How many have you got?
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Please, count again.
What? Why?
To make sure you were right the first time.
Only if you do that too, Ali.
I will.
1, 2,
¿No? Cuenta.
8, 9, 11, 16. I'm done.
No, but it's good to know that I have it. I'll keep it. Maybe we have to defend ourselves. They've put Father in jail. And now?
Still 23.
Let's tell them then.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
We counted 23 sacks.
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Ah, selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
Your calculation is correct, and mine is wrong.
I told you, everything's well. You don't need to worry. I will take good care of everything while you're gone.
We'll see. Here is your penny, girl. If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
Let's just say he likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
It'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
Oh, we can't afford it. I could use a new pouch, but no. We just need to find out where to go.
El rey.
Here.
Well, that's one for you. It'll be 2 pence if your brother wants in as well.
Are you mad?
I didn't expect that from you.
Why not?
Pensaba que eres una persona decente.
I thought you were a decent person.
Well, I am. But I'm also a very funny bloke. Was just fooling around with you. You can get in for free, of course. Have fun seeing your father.
Vamos a ver. Pero ya valió madre. Pero,
Who's there?
Father?
Is that you, Elena?
Oh, Father. What have they done to you?
It is you. And is that tall young man my Richard?
Yes, Father.
You've grown. Have you got a beard yet?
Only just. It's still very fair.
Are you both well? How have you managed? Where have you been living? They wouldn't tell me anything about you. It was the worst of the torture.
We're fine, Father. Don't you worry.
We've been living in the castle. Matthew has been taking care of us.
But you can't live there anymore. By now, the king has probably made that dumb oaf Percy Hamley the Earl. But where's Matthew? Why isn't he with you?
Logró escapar. Eso me entiendo.
He got away with us.
Oh, what a relief. He deserves some peace after everything I put him through.
Father, we have to ask King Stephen to release you.
No. I swore an oath to King Henry. Princess Maud and her sons will rule. I shall not swear allegiance to Stephen, and neither will you. Even if the other barons did. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Stephen is not our king. Not mine, and not yours.
Please, Father, please, calm yourself. There's water here.
Give Father some.
I need something to catch the water.
Come on, Ellie.
Maybe I should pour the filth back into the bucket and take this instead. There must be something better.
Hurry, Ellie.
No se lo podemos dar.
How can they make him sleep here? Does the king know?
If he knows, then he's no better than William Hamley.
Stop it, both of you.
Father needs water. I already have water. I already have water.
Por aquí. No hay jaboncito.
Do you think this will do? Hey, hush now.
Y dice, no mames.
What are you waiting for? Father needs water.
Nada más. ¿Estás en serio?
I hid 50 peasants on a belt under my shirt. I gave that belt to a priest.
50?
What priest?
I don't know his name. I gave him the belt and demanded that he keep it safe for you. He was near the west gate.
Tenemos que sacarte de aquí, me vale.
First, we must get you freed.
Father, this place is not well guarded while the king is away. With a few men, I believe I could break you out.
Stop it, children. I forbid you. Your Aunt Edith lives in the village of Huntley on the road to Gloucester. You are to go there. Richard, you will be a squire to her husband, Sir Simon. You will learn the arts of knighthood. Aliena, you will be lady in waiting to Aunt Edith until you marry.
What about you?
I will die in this cell.
We won't let you.
You will. And before you leave, I want you both to swear an oath.
We can't leave you like this.
You can, and you will. Richard, pull out your sword. Now, put your hand on the hilt, my son. Swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will not rest until you are Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands I ruled.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will not rest until I am Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands you ruled.
Now you, Aliena, swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will take care of your brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
Ned.
But
Ali, this isn't a game.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
There. Now, you need never come to this place again.
Don't say that.
You have promised to rebuild what we have lost. Today, I will confess my sins, pray for my soul. Now, go.
Richard. Richard, we have to go. God! Open up.
La música del mamado. Son muy buenos los diálogos, como hablan y todo. hasta la actuación, ¿no? El doblaje. Bueno, no el doblaje. Bueno, sí. Bueno, no sé en qué pinche idioma estaba, pero al menos en inglés suena muy bien. Me gusta cómo actúan. Muchas gracias, carnal.
No. We've wasted too much time on this vile man already.
Bueno, pues tenemos que ir entonces.
Percy Hamley, Bishop Waleran. Good morning.
Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Ya nos están buscando. Por favor.
Ali! Ali!
Those horrid people are about to talk to the king.
We knew that they would, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Father was right. They are all tied together. The Hamleys, the king, even the church.
Do you think Father's priest is also in on this?
Well, we'll have to find him first. Then we'll know.
Puerta oeste, mujer, está por aquí.
Excuse me?
Oh, more pilgrims?
How wonderful, Brother Bernardus. Does that mean we can now depart for the Cathedral of St. Swithin?
Praise be, St. Swithin will heal my foot. Oh!
And my eyes, Brother Bernardus. Praise be.
But we're not pilgrims.
We're looking for a priest our father met right here, at the West Gate.
It was about 3 weeks ago.
Sorry, my children. We only just arrived here. We are here to visit the shrine of St. Swithin.
Surely St. Swithin will help you with your ear, my boy. Praise be. Oh! Oh! I'm so happy my foot is going to be all right.
Can you see other pilgrims already, Brother Bernardus?
Not yet, Brother Peter, not yet.
Hay que tener cuidado porque nos pueden empinar. Acá está el caballero. El mercado. ¿Quiénes son? A ver. Pues, caballeros. Entonces tengo que tener cuidado con los caballeros. No me deja ver. ¿Serán caballeros?
That's them. Don't let them get away again. Where are ya? We'll find ya.
Los caballeros más puños.
Ah, look at that handsome young man.
Good day, my ladies.
So well spoken. And look, he even has a battle scar. Like what you see, handsome.
You can ride two of us, young lord, if you can pay. Have you seen a priest? Our father met him here at the West Gate. He owes us money.
Oh, you're talking about him. That's where he got all that money.
What?
He even paid for Mary's dress. He didn't want to at first. All she had to do was stroke his bald head.
Where is the priest? What's his name?
Don't know his name, but he's a regular at that one inn. The Boar, close by the North Gate. Smells like piss there. Shall I teach you, love? How to fuck a man? Or a woman? You can make a fortune with that little mouth of yours. But in a year, you'll look like me.
Hoy está bueno aquí. Digo, ahí me quedaría ahí un rato. Bueno, aquí hay que tener cuidado con los caballeros.
This is the place, but it looks closed.
Excuse me? We're looking for a priest who stole our money. Word is, he comes to this place regularly.
A priest? Sorry, dear children, I didn't seem to be able to recall anyone who fits that description. But that little stable boy might know. He knows everyone who comes and goes.
Oh, where can we find him?
When he's not working at the Boar, he's doing small chores around town. He's always busy, the little chap. Wears a green cap. It was adorable, I tell you.
Well, look at that. I knew we'd find you here. They're here.
Escapó. No,
That's what you get when you work with half-wits. How am I supposed to move this barrel if it's twice as heavy as me?
Let me help.
Very impressive. Thank you for that. I'm always telling them, if you want me to restock your kitchen, don't let them cram the barrels to the brim. So, what was it you wanted to know?
Do you know a monk who frequents the Boar a lot?
The Boar? I used to work there. The Boar, the Lazy Mare, and 2 private kitchens. You're talking about Father Ralph. Thought the women had sucked him dry, but he always comes back with more money. But he only spends it on beer and ladies. Never has a tip for me.
Where can we find him?
He's a priest at St. Michael. One of them churches round here.
Which one is it?
It's close to the East Gate, but don't look for him inside. He likes to light around in his back alley.
Oh, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Pleasure. See you around.
Pues ya se lo gastó. ¿Para qué?
Are you Father Ralph?
What if I am?
Does that mean yes?
I guess so. He's the only monk around.
What do you want?
Well, I am the son of Bartholomew, the Earl of Shiring.
So?
Our father gave you money for safekeeping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Now piss off.
You're about to commit a great sin. If we don't get that money, we'll starve.
Start begging for alms then. You may not know it, but a lot of people live that way.
So you're saying there's no money?
Right.
But my father said...
Your father lied then.
We should talk to the sheriff.
It'll be my word against the word of a jailed traitor.
And now give me some peace. I'm hungry.
He's right, isn't he?
Necesitamos pruebas.
We need proof that he's lying.
Like what?
Maybe something he recently purchased that a monk couldn't normally afford.
That's smart, Ali. And then?
I don't know. At least we'll be sure that he's lying, right? Maybe if we expose him, he'll give in.
Are you sure?
No, but you can see the guilt eating at him already. Keep an eye on him. I'll have a look around. It's too heavy. Ah, I've been freezing all day. It's too heavy. It smells like the monk. It must be him.
Hey!
Oh, is this yours? Oh, I didn't think a poor monk could afford something like this. Richard, I found it! Oh no! He took all the money.
What now?
Don't pretend you didn't see, monk. I found this under your barrel. You are a thief.
That strap proves nothing.
You seem very certain of this. Sheriff!
Hush, you stupid brats. The sheriff is a bastard. He'll take everything for himself.
But first, he'll take your hands.
Sheriff or no sheriff, you won't get your money.
Ali, this isn't going anywhere.
Well, at least we know now that he won't call for help. Give us the money.
It belonged to a traitor to the crown. By giving it to me, he paid his debt to God.
We will make you pay, you monster.
You wouldn't hurt a man of the church.
Give us the money.
It belonged to a...
We will make you pay.
You wouldn't... I warn you, I have friends nearby.
If you scream, I will show them your beer-soaked belt and tell them what a thieving liar you are.
You wouldn't harm me. He...
What?
You're a devil.
I'm going to cut out your eyes one by one. First, the left eye.
No! Oh, please don't!
Where's the money?
Here, I got it on me.
Dale, perro.
Where's the rest?
Gone.
Gone where?
I spent it.
Let's take what we've got and go.
All right. I may come back one day, and then I'll collect what you owe us.
Chido.
You were wonderful, Ali. You scared him after death.
Yes, well, now, come on. Father wants us to find Aunt Edith.
Esta parte estuvo chida.
On the road to Gloucester, my feet started to bleed. I remembered a cobbler who lived nearby in the town of Hastead who could sell us some boots. But taking the detour would cost us both money and time. The cobbler was a quiet man with little love for children. When I asked for a pair of his cheapest boots, he stared at me, trying to measure my query's worth. Then he lifted his finger and pointed at a pair that would cost us more than half of what we had. The cobbler surveyed us once more. He took in Richard's sword while listening to the impatient but uncommon way I talked. In the end, he held up the boots he'd been working on, unfinished, rough and frayed, then suggested a figure that was lower but still overpriced. The boots were really nothing more than a pair of small sacks. When the fabric didn't hold on its own, the cobbler offered 2 wiry strings to tie them to my ankles. Ultimately, the rough fabric still hurt, but less than before.
Then?
In the afternoon, the sky darkened and the temperature dropped drastically. We considered setting up camp to allow us an opportunity to warm our worn-down feet. However, we were already running low on food and would soon need to reach our destination.
Íbamos a necesitar comida.
Richard had been silent for a while when I offered him our last piece of bread. "Uncle Simon will make you a knight," I said. "But wouldn't I have to fight for King Stephen then?" he answered, taking a bite out of the dry crust. I watched him for a while, then turned away, wondering how difficult our lives had become and how infinitely more complicated.
Agacho, pero ponemos.
In the hills, there were a lot of poor small holdings. We asked a shepherd for directions to Huntley. "It's just down the road," he answered. I thanked him and gave Richard a hopeful push.
¿Cuál pinche tío?
It's all burned and rotting. Auntie and Uncle must have left some time ago. Maybe they built their new home nearby. A proper one made of stone. They always had coin enough for a stone house anyway. Maybe this isn't even the right house.
It is.
How would you know? It's been a long time since we came here with Father. These houses all look alike.
Shut up, Hallie, please. They're gone. Probably killed. Whatever happened to them? We would never find out. It's over. There's no place for us to go.
Encuentro una esperanza. Emma y Richard tenían una tía en la aldea de Huntley. Aliena guardó pocos recuerdos de su tía o de su marido. Simón, ya que dejaron, o sea, su marido Simón, ya que dejaron de visitarles tras la muerte de su madre. Según cuentan, Edith era una mujer delgada y nerviosa, parecida a la madre de Aliena. Mientras que Simón era un tipo corpulento. ¿Qué onda, manga? Estamos jugando. Está bien chido este capítulo. Ando bien prendido aquí. Tiene muy buena... Está muy bien escrito este pedo. ¿Dónde estarán ahora? Es posible que tras el arresto del padre de Aliena, Edith y Simón fueran atacados por el mero hecho de ser familia política de un traidor. Unas represalias que acabaron con su hogar y su paz. Yo también con sus vidas. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estás, manga? Sí, sí está muy bueno. Dar un paseo. Para dar un paseo. Un pastor, las ovejas.
Oh, good day again.
Good day. Huntley is just down that road. You can't miss it.
I know. We just found out that the people we've been looking for aren't there anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
Hombre, está bien caliente. Preguntar por Simón y Edith, a ver qué les pasa.
Do you know what happened to the owners of that burned down house down the road?
It's not Simon you're looking for, is it?
Why, yes.
A while ago, some knights came to his house, nasty bunch. Burned it down, said he was part of some scheme against the king, like his brother, the Earl.
What happened to Simon and his wife?
Dunno, haven't seen any of them since.
I understand. Thank you.
Y pues, acá está caliente. Ya no hay zancudos porque puse un raidolito. Es como una espiral así, una insecticida. Y bueno, esto los alejó. Estuve muy ocupado el día de hoy. Pero ha estado bien caliente. Aquí estamos como está húmedo. Dice, o sea, la temperatura está como a 36 o 37, pero con la humedad se siente a 40, ¿no? Se siente bien feo. No dormí bien. Después del domingo de Resident Evil. Comí un chorro en la noche, me indigesté y no dormí muy bien. Ahorita me eché una siesta para jugar en la noche. Y pues estuve jugando esta parte donde ellos van a ver a su papá y el papá está bien, ya va a morir. Les dice, váyanse al chorizo y no quiero que vuelvan. Prométanmelo, júrenmelo. Está gacha esa parte. O sea, está triste, ¿no? Así como que chica. De modo, te vamos a tener que...
What are you doing?
Getting all the work done. My wife is ill, so I have to do it alone. Needs to be done by nightfall, otherwise I won't get them to Winchester tomorrow. Why are you asking?
We were supposed to live here with our uncle and aunt, but since they're gone,
Sí, está muy chido.
we need to find another way to get by.
My prayers are with you.
Ay, espérame, porque la mujer me mandaron un mensaje. No, todavía no. Estoy esperando el mensaje de mi hermana porque quiere ir por mi sobrina, pero para que no vaya sola o que no se venga mi sobrina ahí con ella sola, voy a esperar a que me hable. Pero todavía no me habla. Deja que llevemos. Así que voy a agarrar un break, pero en un rato. Y sí, la historia está muy bien. De hecho, se acabó el primer libro y yo ya estaba así como que, ¿qué pedo? O sea, tengo que comprar el segundo libro. ¿Qué pedo? Está bien picado. Y no, ahí está el segundo libro. Y dije, ya te iba a reclamar. De que, oye, ¿por qué me recomiendas esto si no está completo? Pero sí, ahí está el segundo y el tercero. Deja que llevemos nosotros la lana aún. Cualquiera de los dos.
We could take the wool to Winchester for you. You could stay at home and look after your wife while we sell your stock.
Well, that would be kind of you. But I couldn't trust you to negotiate the right price and bring the money back safely.
Ofrecerte a comprar la lana aquí y ahora. Híjole.
What if I bought the wool from you? You'd get the money right now and wouldn't have to go to market anymore. And whatever more we can negotiate will be the pay for our travels.
Well, that's an interesting thought. But for that to work, you would need to buy my entire stock, and I doubt you have coin for that. Now let me get back to work. The sun will set soon.
Sí tengo dinero, carnal.
How much for one sack? Just name your price.
£1.5.
Ah, no mames.
I want to see the wool first.
All right, have a look.
Yo
Let's
digo
see.
que el otro cobraba uno.
These fleeces are quite thin.
I put the cheap ones on top, in case of rain.
No mames.
The ones deeper down don't look that much better.
Well, I couldn't wait for the wool to grow any thicker. My family is hungry and weak. I had to shear my sheep early this year.
All right.
Una libra y 60 peñiques, una libra y media, una libra.
I can offer you £1.
That's less than what merchants in Winchester would offer.
Ah, no, insisto.
You can't expect me to pay as much as a merchant would.
Why not?
Look, I'm not only offering you money here, but also the chance to stay here with your wife. You wouldn't have to worry about your wool anymore, because that would be my problem then. But it'll only work if I can sell everything for more than I paid you here.
You're smart.
Ajá.
Well, all right. It's £1 per sack.
Here.
I'll finish shearing old Mabel here, then bring out the rest I've got. Maybe you also want to talk to the other shepherds around here. They might want to sell too.
Ah, all right. Thank you.
By the way, there's a man looking for you. He came by just shortly after you. I told him you went to Huntley.
What man?
Dunno. Brown scruffy hair, beard, black horse. Could be he rode right past you. That old hut is not easy to find. Shall I give him a message if he turns up again?
Tell him we left Huntley for good.
I will. Now let me get those sacks for you.
Yeah.
I wonder what Richard will think of this.
Vamos a hacer negocios. Richard, no mames.
What did we do wrong, Ali? Why is God punishing us?
Dejarnos no va a servir de nada. Ponte a hablar.
Moping will get us nowhere. We need to keep going or we'll die.
But there is nowhere for us to go. We're commoners now. Commoners who never learned to do common work, and we both swore an oath to Father. If we don't get the Eldon back, we will go to hell.
We could become wool merchants.
What do we know about wool?
We know from Meg that a lot of shepherds complain about their walk to Winchester. What if we did that for them?
And what about me becoming a knight?
Uncle Simon's not the only one who'd take you as a squire. If we collected enough money, we could pay another knight to teach you.
It might work.
Right?
Sí, carnal.
We've had some bad luck till now, but surely not everyone is a fiend. It'll take some time, but we should be able to gradually increase our income. All we need to do is have a lot of patience and pray to God. Richard!
Lord Hanley caught me riding the horse you stole from him. He told me before I take you back, I can have some fun with you.
Get away from him!
Ándale, güey. La vida abandona su cuerpo.
Richard, are you all right?
What happened?
Oh, you're alive!
Richard tenía la espada, güey.
You're alive!
Why are you crying?
Porque mató a sus puñetas. Pero
Because we are both alive.
lloro de alegría.
Looking back, we'd been lucky that his bones hadn't been broken, and that his ear had healed so quickly after we had burned out the wound. Otherwise, I'm not certain my brother would have survived the attack in Huntley. Once he could walk again, we gathered the few things we had and headed out, counting our blessings and preparing to build ourselves a new life. How's your wound doing?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
May I ask what you're planning to do with all that wool?
A ver, vamos a comerciar aquí. Para negociar un buen precio y obtener beneficios. Primero recalca la calidad del producto. Lo que se te ocurra. Cuando el comprador se muestre dispuesto a negociar, no pidas un precio desorbitado. Pedir el doble de la oferta inicial no suele acabar bien. Por el contrario, ser demasiado humilde en las exigencias hará sospechar al cliente de la calidad. Lo mejor es sugerir un precio ligeramente superior al que consideres justo, pues la contraoferta seguramente cumpla con tus expectativas. No olvides ser inteligente, no solo al vender, sino también al comprar. De lo contrario, no obtendrás beneficio. Pues debe valer más de 1.5, ¿no?
Mind showing me a piece of your stock? I'd like to establish the quality before I make any promises.
Pray that he'll pay what the shepherds promised.
You think they lied to us?
It wouldn't have been the first time.
El hombre gruñón y el monje.
Not bad. That's quite some wool you've brought along. I hope you're not planning to set up shop here too. Meg would kill me if I let you.
¿Y cómo ibas a impedírmelo?
How would you stop me if I did?
It's easy to ruin someone's reputation and much harder to restore. The guild has a way. They'd get rid of you and that pile in a jiffy.
Venimos a vender, güey.
We came to sell this wool to you, not to compete with you. It comes from the shepherds near Huntley. They gave it to me so they wouldn't have to come here themselves.
I see. All right. I'll give you £1 per sack for this.
What? Only £1?
That's a fair price.
But that's what I paid the shepherds. This doesn't even make up for the cart, taxes and travelling.
Then you've made a bad business decision.
What?
I can't pay for your mistakes, can I? You have to handle that yourself.
Ali, let me handle this.
My brother was stabbed twice to get here.
Yes, and if it wasn't for my sister, I'd be dead. Your money would not only pay for the war, but also fund our fight to reclaim our earldom. If you pay us more, I shall never forget that courtesy. Will greatly repay you once I'm back in charge of shiring. I may even allow you sole access to our own wool production.
That's a lofty promise.
And it would hardly cost you.
So, you two are the son and daughter of the Earl of Shiring?
We are.
But you're just children.
We will make coin, and I will become a knight fighting for glory and honor until the king grants us back our noble inheritance.
That may all be very well, but I can't pay you more than what I already offered.
Then I'll prove that the wool's quality is worth the price. Just let me look at it once more.
¿Dónde está la pinche?
We've got to work out what signifies high quality.
Maybe if we remember what the shepherd said.
It's from a good breed of sheep, they said. What else?
How are we supposed to convince him now, Ali?
I'll negotiate with him.
And other wool looks greasy, not ours.
It's dry, light and soft.
The wool is pretty strong too. It holds together well.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Véngase.
Have you thought it over?
Resistente.
Some sheep produce brittle fibre, But this wool is strong. Its sheep had good, healthy lives.
It's suitable for finer and durable fabrics.
Wool is often full of grease and dirt. But this batch was scoured very thoroughly. It's very clean and soft.
Even picky customers would be delighted. That is true.
In this weather, some cartloads of wool would arrive damp. I made sure that this is dry and undamaged. It's light and easy to transport.
And customers are hesitant to buy wet wool. All right. What pricing did you have in mind?
Una libra y media y que te baja libra y cuarto. No está mal.
£1.10 per sack, then.
Well, tell you what. I'll give you £1.25 for every sack. You've brought up some good arguments. Your wool is exquisite.
Of course it is.
But not a penny more. All right?
Está bien.
Yes, agreed. £1.25 it is.
Very good. Just so you know, if my mistress gets angry, I'll have you tell her the same things you told me.
Thank you for your business.
We've done it, Ali.
We've earned 60 pence for each sack. That's 5 shilling. A whole crown.
I know why Meg likes you, Aliena. You're just as ruthless as her.
I must say, that was impressive.
Can I help you?
Forgive me, I didn't mean to barge in, but you are the Lady Aliena of Shiring, are you not?
Yes, I am.
And I'm Lord Richard, Earl Bartholomew's son.
My name is Philip of Gwynedd. I am the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Ah, I've heard of you. You helped a lot of people after the Hamleys attacked my father's castle.
We only did what was right. I met your father.
My father knew many people. Not all of them were his allies.
I know. I'd like to invite you to come to Kingsbridge. Our own wool trade has fallen somewhat into neglect, God forgive, but we have plenty of sheep. I am sure we could come to an agreement.
You want us to be merchants?
You wouldn't work for me, you would work with me. I can see that you are not afraid of hard work. I don't know a single novice who would have been willing to pull a cart like that on his own. My friend, Brother Milius, would be delighted to speak with you. He always goes to markets for our priory. What do you say?
I'll consider it.
Please do consider my offer. You will be most welcome in Kingsbridge. It is the least I can do.
Thank you, Father. Not much later, I found a home in Kingsbridge. I remember when I got there, there was Jack.
Aquí es donde nos quedamos, sí.
You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sherbug.
And then the days just went by. Little did I know that the best and the worst was yet to come.
Aquí no sé por qué no salen mis acciones de repente. O sea, porque no sé, la otra vez lo volví a cargar o algo así, sí salieron mis acciones. Ahorita no. Aceptar. Siguiente capítulo. Ya se acabó mi raidolito. Y ahora sí vienen los pinches zancudos.
So, you have returned from Rome, Bishop Waleran.
Yes, it was a very illuminating time.
What do you want?
The Pope was very pleased to hear how I and you have worked together in the past to support our king.
We did not do it for your church.
He was less pleased, however, to hear about the bargain you struck with the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Why should he care? Once and for all, we will not support you in your personal quarrels. The deal we made with the Priory of Kingsbridge has the blessing of the king.
Of course, and you would never change your mind on that matter. Tell me, has your son returned from the Holy Land yet?
We have not heard from him, ever since he set out to join that crusade of yours. If he dies, your church will be responsible.
Do not underestimate your son, Lady Hamley. That would be a great mistake.
Ahora este vato. No sé qué planea el pinche obispo. Pero no es algo bueno. La catedral está quedando con madre, ya pasaron años.
Not long now and you'll have a ceiling.
Wonderful. Then we will no longer have to hold our services in the crypt.
You could even begin to plan the paintings for the wooden ceiling and the walls.
Why a wooden ceiling? So the whole thing goes up in flames again?
It is cheaper to build a wooden ceiling. Everyone agreed on a wooden ceiling.
You shut up.
And the church walls were only built to hold a wooden ceiling.
Shut up, Jack.
Of course, the craftsman should know that.
You do what you're told. Go and chisel, apprentice.
The roof is like your fat neck. It's only made to hold up a lump of hollow wood filled with straw.
For once, behave yourselves. This is a house of God.
Mark my words, if you two go on like this, one of you will have to go. And now focus on your work, Jack, and finish it, just for once. Now, where were we? You can start planning the paintings for the ceiling, if you wish.
Can we afford that at the moment? We are paying so many workers already.
Father Philip, Tom Builder. Alfred.
Ah, Aliena.
How are you?
I'll be moving my wool to Shiring today. The Fleece Fair starts tomorrow.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Milius and I have already arranged everything. We'd make much more of a profit if Percy Hamley had not raised the taxes this week.
Again?
Jonathan, you shouldn't wander off. Stay with us.
Tom is right. You hear?
He looks like a real monk.
Omnius Clubus, Nomine Patri Amen.
That sounds like Latin, but it's not quite right yet. We would not have to worry about this if we could sell our wool here on our market.
The king would have to grant us a license for that.
And the Hamleys wouldn't like that, I'm afraid. They want the taxes from the fair in Shiring.
Don't worry, we'll make a good profit. It's a good year. We've never moved this much wool as it is. Oh, and I have to build a new storage house.
Alfred is a master craftsman now. If you can pay him, he'll help you.
Ah, very good.
If she hadn't a business of her own, I'd hire her to work for me.
I'd hire her for other things.
Hey! Hey, take that back!
What do you care? I bet she doesn't even remember your name.
For the last time, stop your quarreling.
Philip, let's look at the plans again. There's a problem I have to discuss with you.
All right.
Take that back, Alfred.
Jack, leave him alone. And for once, finish your work.
And Jack, please keep an eye on Jonathan, will you?
What? Why me?
Finish your work, Jack.
Che niño.
That's how it always was. But on that day, I didn't care. On that day, I was going to see Aliena. And I was going to tell her how I felt. And nothing and no one would stop me.
¿Dónde está la ménsula? Lo terminamos ahora.
Time to get this done.
Muy a huevo. ¿Cómo va quedando?
Nice. For some reason, I'm full of energy today. But the face, it isn't right. I can never get the face right. I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore. Oh, damn.
Watch your tongue.
I will. Damn. I need to get much better at this. I better not get too close. The Tree of Life. When I was small, I wanted something with animals. I tried to make it look like no other tree, more like a thought. I like it, but nobody recognizes that it's supposed to be a tree. Well, Tom says it's done, and he won't let me do another one. Hey, little brother. I hope you appreciate that I look out for you.
I ate a beetle.
Don't tell Philip, all right? It's our secret. Come on, let's have fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Tom and Philip said you can't. You have to work.
I know what they said. I was there, you know. Philip and Tom won't mind if we take a break. Sometimes people say one thing and mean another thing. Either he's stopped listening or he's thinking about it. I can never get the expression right. That's not humility, sorrow, and dignity. It looks surprised. A surprised Corbel. Useless.
acabarla.
I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore.
Bueno, ok, entonces. Grieta.
Right, the wall is already coming apart, and Alfred wants to put a stone ceiling on top instead of a wooden one. Idiot.
La cripta.
Oh. It's gone. Where did it go? There must be some kind of cavity behind that wall. The foundations and the whole crypt were part of the old cathedral. Who knows what secrets are hidden down here? Oh, it's gone. I should go back to work soon. Philip says he's only resting. If Adolphus ever wakes up, he'll be in for quite a surprise. He's a long way from home. I wonder if I'll ever get to see a faraway place like Cordoba.
Ok, plano. No puede ver. Ah, no. No.
Everything all right, Jonathan?
Me faltó un pedacito de la cripta. Oh, no.
Jonathan, don't run off.
Don't worry, he's here.
Ah, great. Thank you, Martha.
And no, I don't have time to watch him.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no! It's all broken!
The sounds of the market.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack?
Maybe I should go before I buy anything.
Watch where you go, will ya? Now it's come to that. Even the monks step on my chickens.
So, how's business? All well?
More and more people keep coming here. Yesterday, there were 24 merchants from Shiring alone.
You exhausted?
Pretty much. But the Priory made a lot of money. Seems the Earl just raised the taxes at his market, so they all came here instead. Now they've all returned to Shiring for the Fleece Fair.
Is the Earl asking lower taxes at the Fleece Fair?
On the contrary, from what the merchants told me, it's even worse. So they all have to trade their wool there, including Aliena and the Prior. But you need a license to do a Fleece Fair, and only Shiring has one.
Are you not going to the Fleece Fair in Shiring?
No, Philip asked me to supervise the market here.
So now you're working with Philip and Aliena?
I know, it's a lot of work. But we all want the same thing after all.
And what's that?
To keep this place in good shape. This is our home.
Yeah, I guess.
You should be working too.
I'm just taking a break. Did you see Aliena?
Maybe she was heading home. I think she's expecting a visitor.
A visitor?
Do I hear jealousy in your voice?
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want to buy some of this fine cloth, Jonathan?
Great idea. I could make you a red robe. Or a blue one.
No.
No, that would be silly now, wouldn't it? What is the colour that monks wear?
Brown and black and grey.
Aliena went home.
Could be. I know she's expecting a visitor.
How do you get along with Alfred?
He usually only talks to me when he wants me to cook for him.
Why would you keep cooking for him?
He doesn't have a wife. And he's my brother.
I wouldn't ask you to cook for me. Jonathan wouldn't either. He's your brother too.
Jack, no one's supposed to know.
Don't worry. He's a little monk. He is everyone's brother.
Bueno, si saben.
Maybe I should get going.
Oh,
No,
before I forget,
sí, se
I
me
have a
acuerdo.
message for you.
No me acordaba. A ver, ¿qué dice? Ellen, cachorrito, necesito hablar contigo. Estaré en el pequeño claro junto al río.
I think Ellen wants to talk to you about Papa.
What's there to talk about? Tom doesn't believe I can be a builder.
That's not true. That's what she wants to talk about. Papa knows what you can do. He told her.
Oh, did he?
Yes. He's complicated.
He is. On days like this, you can almost get lost here.
Casa de Aliena. Ok. Y el río está acá. El claro. Ok. Saliendo hacia la izquierda.
The Hamleys would be breaking the agreement we had with King Stephen.
All I know is that suddenly the quarrymaster wants us to pay for stone. And the verderer of Shoot Forest now insists we pay for timber. The verderer and the quarrymaster both claim that they act on orders from the Earl of Shiring. If our workers find out, they'll get nervous. And rightly so.
Of course. This is a terrible problem.
It is. But I can assure you that we will be safe for the next few weeks. I've planned ahead for a case like this.
You have?
There are always bound to be shortages. We can pay our workers and there's enough stone and timber for a month.
If it weren't for you, we'd be lost now. But our problem remains. I must talk to the Earl.
Indeed. But first, we need to talk to the workers. They need to know.
I agree.
Ok. Ahí está mapa, mercado. ¿Eh? ¿Dónde está el pinche esto?
Why would Percy Hamley break his word? Why now, all of a sudden?
I don't know. What are you doing out here, Jack? Did you finish your corbel?
I'm not done yet, but I'll do it later, all right?
Why do I have the feeling that the corbel won't be finished today? Or tomorrow?
I'm doing my best, all right? If you would let me do more than just the statues.
You need to focus on the task at hand.
I can do much more than stone carving, and you know it.
We can't always get what we want.
Alfred can.
Jack, please. We have much bigger problems to solve right now. The Earl of Shiring has stopped supporting us. If we don't do anything about it, we'll have to send the workers away. We'll have to stop building the cathedral.
I will talk to Percy Hamley. And if he won't see me, I will talk to the king, or this will be the end of Kingsbridge.
Can I help you?
Yes, by doing as you're told. Do your job, and only your job. And leave Alfred alone.
Okay.
Philip, I don't have time to watch Jonathan.
You obviously have enough time to bicker with your brother, so I have to disagree.
Alfred started it.
It does not matter who started it, but who is wise enough to end it. You are brothers, after all.
So when he says things like he said to me, I should just sit there and listen.
Keep studying the Bible and you will understand.
Maybe my mother was right about you. She said you would make little Jonathan into a monk.
The robe was a present from Cuthbert. Our brotherhood is the only family he has.
I'm sorry, of course.
Jack.
Hey.
Jack, how did you like the stone I picked for your corbel?
I like it, you were right. Now I only need to get better at carving.
Well, give it time, Jack, you'll get there. Now, better get back to work. Who knows how long we can still work here.
Without his support, we cannot continue building.
You've talked to the king before.
Once the west side and its tower, only a few more years. What I'd give to build at least one of the towers.
Maybe it's all a misunderstanding.
Maybe we should pray it is.
Did you see Aliena around here?
Well, she's busy preparing everything for the Great Fleece Fair, I think.
Is Alfred around here?
Your brother? No, I haven't seen him.
No. He doesn't seem to be at the market.
La catedral.
No wonder Alfred mostly sticks to working on houses. Overseeing a construction like this needs a damn lot of skill.
Todavía está el viejillo.
Hello, Milius.
Jack, and Jonathan. This is not the best of times.
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
Ya murió.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellar soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
1, 2.
Better not.
3.
I don't want to disturb him.
4.
You miss Cuthbert, hmm?
I do. The thought of being here without him.
But you won't be alone.
I'd rather be alone than spend the rest of my days cooped up in here with someone like Brother Andrew. Or whoever will be the new cellarer.
Did you talk to Philip about it?
You know, I think I should. But Philip and I haven't talked since Cuthbert passed on. As prior, he always has something else to worry about.
5. 6.
Was Alfred here?
No. Are you quarreling again?
No.
There is a sausage missing.
No.
No,
We'd
there's
only ask
not.
why I'm looking for her.
Ah, no. Here it is.
Bueno, vámonos al chorizo. Acá. Kingsbridge. Vamos a preguntar por este güey.
I'm still angry. Alfred's got it coming.
Have you seen Alfred?
The master builder?
Yes.
No, but if we see him, we'll tell him that you were looking for him.
Oh, no, please, don't do that. Good day, my ladies.
If it isn't handsome Jack. Have you come by to help, eh?
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day, your hands start bleeding. Piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall. We can use the coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, it's a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just taking a break, all right?
Manos adoloridas. Una cura, güey. Vamos a buscarle.
I wouldn't want to do their work. Too much sitting and waiting for me. Have you seen Alfred?
The master builder?
Yes.
No, he wasn't here. We would have seen him.
Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came here. Sometimes you must show clemency and let those in need pass into our town without asking for coin.
I'll remember your words, Brother Paul.
Have you seen Aliena?
Yes. I saw her near the mill.
Do you know a remedy for rough and dry hands?
Your mother would know for sure. She is tending to her herbs right down that path to your left.
Sendero a la izquierda. Okay. Yeah.
Ah, there you are, Cub. I wanted to talk to you.
What is it?
I'm afraid there's a lot of trouble ahead of us. From what I heard from Tom, they're trying to shut down the construction.
They?
The Earl of Shiring. Tom is under a lot of stress. If it weren't for him, it would already be over.
Why are you telling me this? Did he say something about me?
No. But I know that he just can't stand to see you and Alfred arguing.
Just don't see why Alfred gets to do everything he wants.
Alfred is a master builder. You are an apprentice. There are rules. They may not be my rules, but they are yours, if you want to become a master builder.
Maybe.
Don't be angry, Cub.
I'm not. The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with their hands.
I'm not surprised. I could only do it for a few days, even though Aliena paid well. Here, take this.
Hierbita. Un churrito. Si encuentro un mortero podré elaborar un bálsamo.
Ouch! Stinging nettle.
Yes, and you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar, and then make a balm from it. Cuthbert had a mortar, I think. The fuller's hands will improve for a while. But only for a while. If they want to stop their hands from suffering, they need to stop fulling.
Maybe you're right. Thank you. As much as I'd like to, I did promise Tom I'd only do my own carvings in the evenings.
Volver. Y puedo ir al molino, pero... A ver. Sí, sí, está ahí.
Don't always run off, Jonathan, or I'll get in trouble with...
Aliena!
Yes?
Do you mind if we sit here?
Of course not. And how are you two?
Oh, well.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack Builder?
Us? No, as it happens, my young friend here is a bit disgruntled with his superiors and needed a break.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you'd like to come and work for me, Jonathan.
Well...
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 Jonathan! He's here!
I'm coming! Jack loves you.
I was just about to ask if you think that Jonathan suspects anything.
I swear on this very Bible that I don't know what you're talking about. Cold! Cold, cold, cold. Oh, I lost my Bible. Shit!
I'm sorry, but no bad deed goes unpunished.
But we haven't done anything bad. Yet.
You burned down the cathedral.
Ándale.
My
Ya se
lady.
hizo.
You dangerous feral beast from the woods.
God hates me for that. He has a strange way of showing it.
Hubo agasajo.
You sang it the first time when we sat here together.
¿Qué pudo haber
You
habido?
were dangling your feet in the brook, lost in thought. Just like today.
Why can't it always be like this, Jack?
I know what you mean.
I hate pretending that I don't love you.
Then don't.
Jack,
I know. I know.
Hmm.
Have you heard from your brother?
Hoy
The
grita
war
Viva
never
Chile.
ends.
¿Es su
And
independencia?
he always
¿O qué
needs
onda?
more money. And I pay him to fight for the
Viva
man
Chile.
who killed our father.
King Stephen, to get the earldom back from him.
Yes. But you know, I don't even want that. Everything I've built here, what we have, I have all that because I'm not my father's daughter anymore. I'm afraid that if Richard becomes Earl, I'll lose much more than the money he's wasting now. Were you still reading the Bible?
Philip insists. I better be angry that I lost it.
Oh, don't worry. He'll still keep teaching you. I think he sees something in you.
Oh, maybe I should become a monk. Oh, but you aren't allowed to kiss monks.
I shall love you like a brother then.
Qué buena spoileada.
That's not funny.
Say, what was that book called you told me about last time we met?
The Amoris by Ovid. I've only heard about it from a traveling scholar.
Pues ya le está agarrando ahí una nacha.
The title sounds promising.
Yeah, but maybe it's not as interesting as we think.
Let's find out.
I'll ask around Kingsbridge and see what I can find.
All right.
Padre tenía buenas intenciones. ¿Qué más libro? ¿Vas a pelear con Tom?
Your father meant well. I'm sure he did.
Did he? He never loved anyone. Not even my mother. It was not my fault we lost the earldom. It's not my responsibility. How could father make me swear that oath? Did you fight with Tom again?
Tom always takes Alfred's side.
Well, he is Alfred's father. He worries about him. It was the same with Richard.
If Tom's worried about Alfred, then why is he always telling me off?
Because you are the clever one. He probably worries about Alfred.
Hey, it's not my fault that I'm smarter than Alfred. Everyone's smarter than Alfred.
Exactly. Tom thinks you should know better.
Maybe.
Sí, tienes que comportarte, güey.
You know, back in the forest, my mother made up the rules herself. But they all made sense somehow. Here, everything is... It's complicated.
I know. Rules everywhere. Why is it that Tom can't tell Philip that Jonathan is his son? He's so happy when he's around Jonathan.
Tom's rules. And Philip's, probably. Tom believes he has lost the right to be Jonathan's father, as he gave up on him when he was born. That's what Martha said. And what about us? When will we tell other people about us?
I guess when we're ready to play by their rules.
Or they by ours.
I guess. It's like trading wool.
Is it?
Trading wool is a bit like what my father did. Talking to people, negotiating, trading. It's fun, actually.
Talking to people is fun.
You listen to what they have to say, what they have to offer, what they're looking for. Then you come up with an offer where everyone profits, including you.
I get it. We'll tell people about us when we come up with an offer that suits them and us.
Right. And you should try to remember why Tom and Philip keep nagging you. They want the best for you and for themselves. Which is you.
If you say so.
I know so. I want the same.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe not everything, Jack Builder.
Oh.
Okay.
What's going on?
We better go and find out.
Everyone, calm down.
What happened at the quarry?
Listen. Yes, there was an incident. Our friend, Otto Blackface, was hurt at the quarry.
What happened?
The Earl of Shiring had his men stop us from taking stone from the quarries and timber from the forest.
Why? Why would Percy Hamley do that?
All we know is what his men told us, that the Earl of Shiring will not support the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral anymore.
What are we going to do now?
I will ride to Shiring myself, and I will talk to Percy Hamley.
Oh, that's all good and well. But how are we supposed to continue working without stone and timber? I want to be paid before you run out of money.
I need to feed my family.
Calm down. You heard the Prior. He will talk to the Earl himself.
And I've planned ahead for a day like this. You will be paid soon. And there will be plenty of work for at least another month. For all of you.
I trust
I
Tom.
say we stay.
And I trust our Prior.
I will prepare everything immediately.
I'll be with you in a moment.
What if the Earl won't listen to Philip?
I need to talk to Philip. See me later at my house, all right?
What about the book we wanted to look for?
Not now. I think I can help here.
I'll find the book.
We will sort this out. And now, back to work. This cathedral won't build itself. And you, Jack, watch Jonathan.
Oh, what again? I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore.
Hey up there!
Hey down there!
Bueno, vamos a la cocina.
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's Castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack, you said you weren't finished with your corbel. When I went by there, looked finished to me. You need to learn to let go and move on. Don't get lost in the details.
It's my corbel.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Ah,
Pues está haciendo mamón.
shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
Bueno.
You mean until I taught him everything and then he is a cellarer?
These are hard times. We cannot just bring a new
Now,
monk
let's
into our
see.
priory.
Oh. Here we go. Yes. Just a little more. Good.
Okay.
And now, what? Milius?
Bálsamo.
Yes?
Do you know how to make a balm?
Indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
No,
Is
padrecito.
this supposed to be
Ahí nos
wine?
vemos.
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
Ah, it's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
Ya tenemos el bálsamo. No debería de pelearme con el hermano. Hay que dejarlo.
Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a balm, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that balm works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Y el libro de Ovidio en el escritorio. Para eso. Este puñete.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead.
El escritorio.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself.
The mortar won't complain if it has to wait until I'm done with me break.
Well, the mortar won't, but I will.
bastard! You pushy fat oaf!
Don't be distracted by what is going on outside.
No
surprise,
Regis.
The two have been quarreling the whole morning. I wonder what their problem is. What are you doing in the scriptorium?
I wanted to have a look at your books.
Is that so? Everyone, listen up. Is the work of a scribe not to copy text and scripture?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And is it not the task of illuminators to illuminate these texts with pictures and color?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And what do you think is the work of Jack, the apprentice of Tom Builder?
Build?
Working on the construction
He's
site.
carving statues and ornaments,
Building
I
things?
think.
I'm not exactly sure what it is either, but it is not distracting our scribes and illuminators. I do not know what Prior Philip sees in you, Jack. Now, go back to your work and do not disturb us again.
Shut up! You
Y no se le ayudo, me ayuda.
And you, don't be distracted.
No, Sir
No,
Prior
Sir Prior
Remigius. Prior
Remigius.
Remigius.
¿Ves, vato?
Oh, yes?
Es cabrón.
Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning?
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well deserved. You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, kick me. Show me what you got.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people
Oh,
would
sí,
do.
yo quería seguir viendo.
What?
Who?
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on Sub-Prior Remigius. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it.
What?
That he is a hard-working man.
Who? Sub-Prior Remigius, you fool!
What? How dare they?
Bueno, estuvo chido.
How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But
Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior
Aquí
is?
vámonos para
How
adentro.
much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
we didn't.
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
Yeah.
We place our trust in you. We take you in.
I should ask someone who knows about books instead.
Estos güeyes.
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out.
I'm not going to Winchester.
What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Whoa, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Estaban chidos los dibujos. Creo que Philip, escrito en latín, es copiado por los escribas. Las páginas pueden leerse ya en las mayores bibliotecas de Inglaterra y Normandía. La mayoría de sus lectores son miembros de las altas esferas eclesiásticas, pues la temática es compleja y controvertida. En su obra, Philip expresa una visión crítica de los juicios por medio de fuego, agua y demás naturaleza. Durante siglos, el propósito de dichos juicios fue determinar la inocencia o culpa del acusado. Según el clero, los inocentes serían salvados por Dios de una cruel muerte segura. Pero Philip sostiene que Dios no puede ser invocado por el hombre, ni siquiera por el Papa, para emitir un juicio. El hombre ha de servir a Dios, pero Dios no ha de servir al hombre. Philip cree que los milagros acontecidos durante alguno de estos juicios no son más que farsas para proteger y absolver a los miembros y aliados del clero. Por el contrario, los enemigos de la iglesia fueron asesinados, humillados o heridos de gravedad. Philip añade que el sufrimiento de los mártires de antaño demuestra que Dios no salva a nadie de ser quemado o ahogado. En su opinión, estos juicios deben de dejar de producirse, cueste lo que cueste. Al chile. El Alfred.
Fake miracles. Hey, can I read what you're working on?
No, Remigius will get angry if I don't finish this.
Niño anda bien sobrio. Como voz se ríe. Ya está cansado, ya tiene sueño.
And this is how you thank us?
Eso es.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
Un gato raro. Está gordillo, parece Garfield.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations, everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Ah, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Oh, esta noche.
You're gonna
Dona
have to forget that
Pancho.
word really quick, little brother.
So for them, you've got money, Ali.
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Con Philip. Bueno, déjame checar los mensajes de bolón. Habla con Philip. Vamos a darle hasta que se termine este capítulo. Pinche Philip. Así le digo de cariño al padrecito. Después se le puedo hacer de pedo al pinche elfo, pero ¿para qué?
Father Philip. Yes? Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Ok, vamos con el pinche Tom. Mi padrastro.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
Hey.
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbill, and I let you. Sub-Prior and me just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing.
I don't believe him.
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
He broke a big jug.
That wasn't a monk. I was there. That never happened.
Maybe I remembered it wrong.
Jack, take the rest of the day off. I don't want you two to get into another fight.
What about the monk?
We don't know that there was a monk.
Accidents happen. We'll check all the ropes to make sure there won't be another one.
El que decía era el que vi hace un chingo. Carta de Francia. Mi querido Philip, hace ya demasiado tiempo que no hablamos. Ah, es su carnal. A decir verdad, poco puedo contarte ya que los escribas del conde Robert juramos un voto de secretismo. Recuerdo bien aquel día de Año Nuevo en el que nos vimos y hablamos de política. Ahora que han pasado los años y que el conflicto entre Esteban y mi señor el conde Robert continúa, entiendo por qué elegiste la vida de, pues, de cura, de prior. Involucraste en política. Involucrarse en política solo trae sufrimiento. Estos días acompaño a Robert de Gloucester en su cruzado por doblegar a Esteban, empresa que nos lleva por toda Inglaterra. Allá donde vamos, todos hablan maravillas de la increíble labor de un tal Philip de Kingsbridge. Has de saber que tu querido San Adolfo es conocido incluso en Gales y Escocia. Tu hermano Francis.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
Me quité el callo. Shiring.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant. I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with two men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
Okay.
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed.
A ver. Vale. Así que para mañana dejaremos esta plática. Va a seguir la plática de... Pues, yo creo que van a hablar con el conde de Sharing. Pues quedó bueno. Mañana, bueno, me conectaré un poco más temprano. Ahorita, bueno, tengo que salir. Y pues ya voy a volver muy tarde. Entonces, se me hace que hasta aquí lo voy a dejar. Capítulo 10, el auge de Kingsbridge. Le pondremos a aceptar. No sé si se guarda ahí. O se guarda hasta que termine el primer evento. Vamos a ver el primer evento.
This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become to kill people for mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
Ya salió el librito. Ok. Entonces aquí lo vamos a dejar.
Repent, for the kingdom of
Y bueno, pues el juego está muy bueno. Yo sí estoy muy metido, me gusta mucho la historia. Está muy bien escrito, está muy bien ambientado, me gusta la musiquita y los sonidos, cómo hablan, los acentos y todo. Está muy bien, está muy chido. Entonces, sí, pues mañana le voy a seguir. Mañana y pasado. Vamos a ver hasta dónde llegamos, a ver si llegamos al libro 3. Pero sí está bien bueno, o sea, quiero hablar con el pinche Percy y ya darle su merecido, pero siento que eso va a estar hasta el final. Nada más. O sea, es odioso el vato. Y y pues ver qué es lo que sucede, ¿no? Digo, algo va a tener que pasar. Debe haber una tragedia o algo antes de terminar ya todos bien. Vamos a ver cuál es el final. A lo mejor no hay final bueno, o sea, feliz. Entonces, bueno, ya lo veremos el día de mañana. Pues muchas gracias por haberme acompañado. Como quiera, estén atentos al Yester Games con Gabo, pero en el YouTube. Ahí estaría subiendo cosas del Resident Evil, donde lo estamos jugando también. Y pues nada, pues nomás, si no se han unido a mis otros canales ahí, a las redes, pues ahí agréguenme, suscríbanse, apóyenme, y pues seguiremos aquí. Bueno, eso sería todo. Nos vemos a la próxima. Cuídense. Chao.